Hi everyone, welcome to my live price action trade. This is just an introduction to the sort of trades that you're going to be taking through the price action section. So what I want to do, I just want to show you on, I'm going to get my mobile up just to show you my MT4. And you can see that this is the pound US dollar trade that I'm explaining to you. This is the current position we're in. You can see the stop loss, the entry, and you can see we're currently about 23 pence in profit. This is just a new £1,000 account that I've been trading over the last week. So what I want to do is just show you exactly why and how I took this trade. So going back onto the 8-hour time frame, you know, everyone that knows me knows I like to trade the bigger time frames. And I'm going to take a real wide perspective of this market. So once we take a look at this chart, the first thing I noticed was that the price and the market sentiment between 125,500 and 124,000, the price had lived in this zone much more than any other price. So you can see there where I've put the blue and the red box that the price is literally living in this zone much more than any other time over the last sort of 6 to 8 months. And the news yesterday, where Theresa May announced about the election, has literally seen us push out of this zone nearly 400 pips. So I thought, well, any news report that's happens, whether or not it's the ECB, non-farm payroll, or anything affecting the general markets, okay, normally retraces because it's an unfulfilled price. Obviously, banks can't execute quick news because it's just a price that's maliciously entered into the market. Then after the market self-adjusts, the price will also set itself aside and work things out. So we're going to be looking straight away on over-exhaustion. We're going to be looking for the market to be getting pushed all the way back down. Maybe not back down to this sentiment zone, but I'm going to be looking for the price to start having a retracement. Obviously, people are going to be taking profit off of this big news announcement. So that is one of the other reasons that I'm looking for us to factor into this sentiment zone. So, right. So what I've done, I've gone into a 1 hour time frame. You can see that on the 8 hour, we've been right up inside my resistance. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is support and resistance. So you can see that the price has been pushed up into my resistance zone, and every single candle that's closed is still in this net. So if we see this resistance, an area where sellers is grouped as a net, you can see that no candle has broke this area, which leads me to believe that the market hasn't broke down, tested as support, and we're looking to continue to the upside. It looks like the sellers in this resistance area has really held the price back and kept obviously the sellers in control of this market after the buyers' big push. So I'm going to zoom in on a 1 hour time frame and try and get a more elegant entry. But upon looking at the 1 hour time frame, I noticed that I could get a sort of a trend line basically upon 2 high tests. 1 high test, 2 high tests, which has created a sort of downwards momentum channel, which we know we've got indecision on the 8 hour time frame. So I thought I'd better look at the candles and the price action. So what I actually did was I noticed that, all right, we've very rarely got nothing that's left our zone, and we can see that it's actually sweeping lower. So we've got a few dojis, which are really high indecision candles. We've got a shooting star. We've got a few sort of bearish, sort of doji-ish sort of looking candles. We've got a hammer. We've got pin bars. There's high test again there. So the market's really in indecision. Over the last sort of 18 hours, we could say that the market's been really high in indecision. So I'm going to be looking for the sellers to actually try and gain control while the buyers are actually going to be taking profit from this big 400 pip move that we've seen yesterday. So what I've done, I've entered the market off of the trend line. I actually got in at 128.334. As you can see here, we've got in at 128.334. And obviously my stop loss is all the way at 128.659. So I'm technically risking 31.8 pips to make 126.2 pips, because my take profit is just above the 127,000 level. So I'm technically risking 0.1 lots, about £32 to make about 126, 127 pounds. So this is what I'm sort of risk to rewards. Very, very good. It's about nearly a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So what I've done, I'm going to leave this with you live, and I'll let you know exactly the outcome of this trade.